welcome to FrannyDoMakes. My name is Fran. This is my channel where I talk about everything that I've been knitting and making and crafting over the last 2 weeks. Today is episode 27 of the channel, and I'm coming to you today from a very windy but also quite sunny patches in Leeds in West Yorkshire in the north of England in the UK. So today I have got for you 2 finished objects, 3 works in progress, some yarny goodies from the yarn show that I went to last weekend, and that's it I think, and some news for the coming weeks. So welcome, if you are new, welcome. It's nice to have you. I hope you enjoy this kind of thing. If you do, if you like a bit of knitting, if you like a bit of chatting, then please grab a cup of something and a little project and knit along with me. If you're a returning viewer, as always, welcome back. It's lovely to have you here again. Today I am drinking just a regular English breakfast. This is from Miles Tea and Coffee, which is my chosen English breakfast of choice. And I'm drinking it out of my beautiful new mug that my sister got me for my birthday, which was yesterday. And this is a lovely Emma Bridgewater Queen Elizabeth mug. So it's got the lovely lions and crowns all the way around. So yes, thank you, Lindsay. It's a lovely mug. I'm enjoying it. So, oh, I can't see my... There we go. So yes, it was my birthday yesterday and I had a lovely day. I went out with my sister on Friday for some cocktails at our local cocktail bar, Jigger and Jar, which was lovely. And we have had a lazy day yesterday, pretty much. Lazy morning, I had a nice lie-in, and then I opened some presents, and then I went to see my dad and my sister and opened some presents from them. And then myself and Mr. B and Minnie went out for Sunday lunch at a lovely country pub and had Sunday roast dinner and apple crumble, and it was lovely. And then we got back and watched a few episodes of Doctor Who because we've been watching them with Minnie. So we've watched all of the David Tennants and now we're on to Matt Smith. So it's good. She's been enjoying them a lot. So that's been my weekend. I got some lovely presents. I didn't get anything particularly yarnish. I got some pennies though, so I'll be able to spend some pennies on some crafty stuff. But I got lots of lovely things, lovely chocolates and sweets, and I got some new t-shirts that are quite nice and retro. They will probably feature on the podcast at some point. Smellies, facial stuff, makeup, just nice things, just lovely nice things. Very nice. I had a lovely birthday, it was really nice. So, moving on to the stuff that you're here for. We'll start with what's on the wall, because we'll always start with that. So, on the wall today is the Winter Light Shawl by Stephen West. This was a Hyber knit along pattern from a few years ago. It was the year after it was the year of Slipstravaganza, so that would be last year. So it would be 2021. Is that right? I think it's 2021. I don't know if I made it a bit far back. It's a bit better. I felt like I was really small. Right, so yes, Winter Light Shawl, Stephen West. I used yarn from Truly Hooked and Needle and Thread. The yarns in that one. If you want to see the specifics of it all, it's all on the Ravelry page. Right, also moving on, if you would like to follow me on socials or find me elsewhere in the stratosphere, I'll put my card up here. So you can find me most places as at FrannyDoMakes, so that'll be Instagram and Ravelry at FrannyDoMakes. And also I have a Facebook, which is FrannyDo page, which is the same as my Instagram. And also if you want any links to any patterns that I talk about, or any links to any yarn dyers or project bag makers or anything like that, all that will be on my website under the show notes. So that is www.frannydo.co.uk. that will all be linked down below. I have a Ko-fi account down below as well if you want to support the channel, and I think that's everything in terms of what will be down there. So going on to finished objects. So the first finished object is on my person. This is my Felix sweater by Christoffers. 1 minute, I've forgotten something. Sorry about that. So yes, this is my Felix sweater by Christoffers. I knit the size 2. I'm a 34-inch bust, I think. So this is a size 2. I use the recommended needles. It's an Aran weight jumper. The yarn I've used was this Windy with wool, tweed, Aran, 400 grams. It's 75% acrylic, 20% wool and 5% viscose. I've got all of this left. So the ball has 800 metres and I've got about 100 grams left, less a swatch, so probably just over 100 grams. So I used 300 grams for my sweater. Let's just have a look, see if I can get the full. So there we go, just pull my trousers up. So it's, I mean, you'll probably have seen it because everyone's knit this. So it's an Aran weight jumper. It's a very loose gauge. So I used the 6mm needles for the main. I don't know where to go now, so I'm on my chair. For the main body, I did a tubular cast on with a 4mm needle, and I used a 5mm for the ribbon and the hem and the cuffs. I really enjoyed it as a knit. So there you go. That's the. It's just long enough. I had to put extra length on. So there's the top of my jeans there. And there you can see the eyelets. There's the neckband. There again. So sit back down again, otherwise I'm talking like me. So yes, so I knit the size 2. I found it really easy. The pattern, the increases were easy. The picking up for the sleeves was easy. The gauge is lovely and light. I'm not kidding, it's a warm jumper. I knit the sleeves to the pattern. I followed the same decreases. I pretty much did everything to pattern except I knit extra on the length because I've got quite a long body, and it would have been literally right up there. So I'm really pleased with it. The fit is lovely. It's exactly what I wanted. I blocked it so that it was the same size as one of my favourite store-bought jumpers, which is a Next jumper. Obviously this is a heavier weight wool, but it's blocked in terms of the width and the length, is because I wanted something sort of cropped for me. Well, not cropped, but not a long jumper. And width-wise I wanted it the same as that one. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. The wool's lovely. It's a little bit itchy now I've got it on, but it's so warm. It might be itchy because it's so warm, I don't know. But I've got a vest on underneath, and I suppose I could wear, I mean, I don't think I could wear a long sleeved underneath it. I would literally boil myself. But the sleeves, I've made the sleeves nice and long, because I don't like when they're too short, and they're not disappearing up either. They're staying nice and long right to the hands. The pattern was really, really nice, really easy to follow, simple construction, quick to knit. So if you've not knit it already and you fancy a nice casual hug of a jumper, then go for it. I would highly recommend it. So yeah, I've used 300 grams of the wool for the size 2, but with a probably about 1.5 inches longer on the body. So that works out about 600 meters. I started it on the 23rd of January and I finished it on the 7th of March. I could have finished it sooner, but I did my mild magic, what's it called, shawl, and I'd been working on other things. So if I'd have just worked solidly on this, I think I would have got it done in under 2 weeks for sure. Yep, I don't think I had any issues with it. I'm trying to think. Oh, at some point I think I had one missing stitch somewhere when I split for the sleeves, so I just picked up an extra one under the arm or wherever, but it was just one stitch, so it didn't really matter. I did drop one stitch on the back before I blocked it. So when I knit it, you'll know from last week, I'd before I put the sleeves on, I'd blocked the body just to check that it was the right length and everything, which it was. So yep, I could have maybe done the arms a little bit wider. I mean, they're not tight, but they're snug, they're fitted. So I suppose you could not have them as fitted if you don't want to. But yeah, perfect knit, I would say. If you've not knit it already and that's what you want, definitely would do it. So that is my Felix sweater. I expect I will probably make another one. Maybe in... I've got all that, what's it called? Wool and the Gang Aran weight wool yarn, which is cotton. That might make a nice one. I might do one of those just to use up some of that yarn. So yeah, there you go. All done. So, second finished object, get me too, is my advent project for this year, which was my Festive Cheer Cowl. I don't know how to show it really. Festive Cheer Cowl by Yarnia Designs. So this is a fingering weight, double layered. So it's knit in the round cowl. You make a giant tube and then you graft the two ends together. It's fingering weight, as I said. You can use a 10 gram mini or half of a 20 gram, or you could do, like, if you just had 12 of, if you had like a 12-day advent calendar, you could do each colour twice, 10 grams each time. Or just knit a longer stripe, I suppose. And it's interlaced with some mosaic knitting, which makes this zigzag effect. There. So it's done. It's really nice. I love the colours all together. The pattern was easy to do. I didn't have any problems with these zigzaggy bits. They were really simple. I tried to keep my tension pretty loose because you do slip stitches, and I didn't want it to pull on those colours, and it's come out nice and straight. I didn't pin it to block it. I just hung it up onto trouser hangers, so it was like that. Just to air it dry, and I love it. It's a little bit itchy. I don't know why. Don't know whether I'm extra sensitive or something at the moment, but it's so warm. It's so warm because it's double layered, and once I've got it on, I don't mind so much. But I don't know if I could wear it like all day. I think I would get a bit like that. So these are the colours. So the only thing that's slightly is my grafting. So you can see there, it's a bit skimpy jimpy, but you know, I just have that at the back. Who's going to get close enough? So this is the first colour. So if I can remember, I did have the piece of paper, but I cleaned up my room because we've had our windows done this last week, and so there was literally brick dust and rubbish all over the house. So I'll try and see if I can remember which one is which. So we've got Kansas, oh, so I should say this is the Ducky Darlings Advent from 2022. It was Wizard of Oz inspired yarn, as you can tell from the names of the colours. So this is Kansas, Tornado, Miss Gulch, Toto, Dorothy, Scarecrow, Tin Man, Lion, Yellow Brick Road, Emerald City, what's that one? Into the Forest, The Wicked Witch maybe, Glinda, Glinda's Wishes, Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead, gone, struck, whatever, Flying Monkeys, Ruby Slippers, Munchkin Mayhem, Bluebirds, Raining Rainbows, The Wizard, oh, it's these three that I can't remember. No, I don't know what this one is. No. Again, I don't know. Munchkin Garden, maybe? Again, I don't know. I've forgotten. If you're really desperate to know, these will be on episode 24, 23 and 22 of the Vlogmas, because that's what days they are. So if you want to know desperately what these ones are called, I can't remember. One will be something about going home, won't it? One of them's Munchkin something, Munchkin Garden maybe. Is this one? I can't remember what it is. Anyway, I think the colours are gorgeous. I think it's worked out lovely. I like this. There's solids, there's speckles, there's almost a stripe in that one. There. I like how you could have it sort of more muted, or you could go a bit brighter if you wanted. I love it. I think it's turned out absolutely gorgeous. I'm really pleased with it. I wove in my ends as I went throughout, so at the end, I just snipped some off. They're pretty loose on the inside. Occasionally one bit pops through the mosaic bit, but not much. The grey I used is some charcoal from Somerset Yarns, which I used for my adventuresome wrap. I've still got this much left from using it for 2 different advent projects, so that's gonna go in the scrap box. Anything else about this? Oh, I used a 3mm needle for this, which is less, it's one smaller than the recommended needle. It said a 3.25 I think, but for some reason it just came out a bit too loose for my liking, so I went down to a 3. Chowgoos, circulars. For my rows, I did 23 rows of the stockinette in between the mosaic, so that worked out as 10 grams. So I still had 10 grams left of each colour, which I've put in the box to make my Mitre Square blanket. So they will all get used. There won't be any been thrown away. And yeah, I'm glad that's finished. I don't like the advents passing on until, you know, forever. So yeah, that's done, it's finished. It can get either used or put away until it's colder. But we have had the snow obviously in the UK over the last week. It has been cold, but then it's going to get warmer now. Hopefully when we get into spring. So yeah, so that's the second one. They're my 2 finished objects. I have 3 works in progress. 2 that you've seen before and 1 is a new cast on. So the first one is my mitered square knitted patchwork blanket. So I have used the knitted patchwork recipe by Martine Ellis. It's just it's a free pattern, it's just a standard mitered square blanket. The decreases are on the right side of mine. My squares are 25 by 25. To make a neat edge, I'll tell you again, I do knit the first stitch to the back loop and I slip the last stitch with yarn in front, and it gives you a nice neat edge to pick up from. I'm trying to do a square a day, but I haven't managed it this time. I've managed to get 1 every other day, I think, by the looks of it. Looks like I've got 7. So here we go. There's this one which is by Coastal Creative Links. This is a Castle View Yarns. That's another Coastal Creatives, I think. Castle View Yarns, Ducky Darlings, What Mustard Made, Ducky Darlings. I think that's Coastal Creatives as well. So here we are. It's growing, growing, growing. I need to get back on the square a day thing because I've been slacking. Well, I've not been slacking. I've been working on other things. I wanted to get this finished and I wanted to get the cowl finished. And you know when you think, oh, I've not got much to do, so I'll get it done, and I just didn't have time to put in the time for a square, because it can take me about an hour to do one of the squares. And sometimes you're just not into it. Oh, I've not sewn my ends in there. I'm trying my ends in after every square, so usually I will sew the ends in, I will take a picture, put it on my Instagram highlights and send it to the Square a Day chat in the Lonely Knitted Discord group. And then I put my stitch marker on and then it goes away for the evening. So stitch markers here, we've got some from, I don't know where that one's from. This is Yarnia Stray, a little soot sprite. What's this from? It's Castle. Oh, it's the one I always get confused. It's Castle. Nope. I can't remember what it's called. Where that one was from either. That wasn't from a yarn show, Little Sheep. There we go, so it's coming along nicely. I'm enjoying doing that, just a little bit a day. And I'm slowly getting through all my first pass of the 10 gram minis, and then I've got the other 5 grams up there. So I'll be going through the same colours probably again, some of them. So that's that. That's my square a day. Okay, next work in progress is my Pouf cardigan. This had been hibernating a little bit while I finished the other 2 things, but I'm back on it now. So this is the Pouf cardigan by Beata Jezek, or Beata Jezek. I don't know how you pronounce it, and I apologise if I'm saying it wrong. But here it is. So I'm into the dark colour, so the 5th of the, is it 5 colours? 1, 2, 3, 4, or the 4th of the 5 colours, I should say. So I'm coming along now to the last colour, which I'll probably do the ribbon in. It's meant to be quite a cropped cardigan, I think. see, I don't know where it's at the moment. Oh, it's coming along, it's to about there. So yeah, it'll be about the same length as this jumper, give or take. So yeah, just round and round, but there's like a whole row of purling, which is, I'm getting a bit sick of it now, but the colours are lovely. As I said last time, it's getting a bit stripy, but I think it doesn't matter, it still looks lovely. The colours still look nice together. I mean, the fade looks better on the inside, really. It's just this bit looks really solid. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. So, yeah. So a few more rows on that stockinette, and then, how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, probably 4 more rows. Oh, so last time I was here when I showed, I was there. So I've done about 2 inches. Sorry, something's on the group chat there. So I'll probably try it on before I start the ribbing and just check the pattern, see what length it says, and then I'll be able to get onto the sleeves, which should be better because they'll just be round and round. That's living in this corduroy bag. I don't know where it's from, but my sister bought me it for Christmas on my birthday one year. But it's a very nice bag for a garment. It's nice to carry about with you as well. So that's that. So that needs, I need to crack on with that really, because that's been festering. Right, and my newest cast on is a one skein project that I've been wanting to, oh did I say my Pouf cardigan is using the Barefoot Fade by Pixie Yarns. I don't know if I've said it. So this is using, this is a Hitchhiker scarf by Martine Behm, B-E-H-M, Martina Behm. I'll put it. I mean, everyone and their dad seems to have knit the Hitchhiker, but this was before I started knitting, so so here we go. I have got how many triangles or wedges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You're supposed to be able to get 42. The answer to the life, the universe and everything. So this is some gorgeous, I've been saving this for something special. So this is by Noodle Soup. It's some sparkly sock yarn, bit of sparkle there, just see it. It's from Noodle Soup. Oh, my nails are awful, sorry. It's the shimmer sock. It's 100 grams, 425 metres, 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon and 5% stellina. It's the colourway Gulfweed Cosmos. So it has this lovely sort of like a chartreuse green, and then there's whites and different coloured speckles in between. So it's garter stitch, just with these teeth on one side and increases on the other, so you end up with a big triangle. I'm loving it so far. Sorry, Mr. B is having issues with his work. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's such a nice pattern. It's just easy to remember. It's just an 8-row repeat. You just have to remember to increase on one side and do this bit on the other side. Just dead easy. That's on a 3mm needle as well, which luckily I've got in my chow goes, not in my liquor ones, which I'm not able to use yet. That's living in my lovely, sorry the light is a bit bright, lovely bag from Stitched by Mrs D that I got the other week. Just enough for a one scheme project. Do I need to say anything else? No, I'm not doing anything different to the pattern. I'm doing it as written and I'm really enjoying it. So I cast it on so that I had something to take to East Anglia Yarn Festival on Saturday. So I have purchased my ticket. I will be going. I need to take my car in for a new tyre because it's got a flat one at the moment, and probably a little bit of a once over to drive all the way down there. But I will be going on the Saturday. I'll be there about 12 o'clock and I will be in the podcaster meetup at 2 on the Saturday. I'm hopefully going to do some vlogging, although I do get a bit nervous when there's all those people there and I don't know, you know, but I'll have a special lanyard on so it says that I'm allowed to film, so I'm hoping that might make me feel a bit more confident about it. Because I did go to Yorkshire Yarn Fest this weekend, not this weekend, last weekend with my friend Becky, and I had planned on doing some vlog footage, but I got maybe like a minute's worth so it's not really worth showing. But I have got some goodies, so if you're interested in seeing what I purchased from Yorkshire Yarn Fest, then please stay tuned. Oh, I had some other things. Where have I put them? Are they in here? No, this is just yarn. I did also get a pin badge and some stitch markers, but heaven knows where they are, because like I said I had to tidy up, but there must be somewhere. So I went to Yorkshire Yarn Fest with my friend Becky. It was nice. It was at Sandburn Hall, which is just at York, so about 45 minutes away from us. It was easy to drive. There was lots of parking, but we were still parking on the grass because there were so many people there. It was a lovely big space, so you didn't feel hemmed in. There were 3 different rooms, so like a sports hall, like a main hall inside and a smaller room. But it was well set out. It wasn't too crushy and there were lots of people there. So yes, it was a nice show. There was not a great amount of tea and cake. I think it was missing tea and cake. That's the only thing I could say that was bad about it. There were plenty of places to have a drink. There were bars and things and tea and coffee, but they were all in different places and it was a bit confusing and the map was not very well put together. But I did buy some yarn. I had gone with a budget in mind, but I didn't keep to it. But I wasn't too crazy. Well, you can make up your mind. Plus, there's no rules, is there? You know, I wanted the things and I bought the things. So, first of all, I have purchased some yarn from Adventures in Yarncraft. So one skein of this absolutely stunning peacocky greeny blue tweed sock. How lovely is that colour? It's actually a bit greener, probably more like that, but it's got these lovely neps in it. So that is tweedy sock. It's fingering weight, sock weight, 400 metres to 100 grams, 75% superwash, extra fine merino, 15% nylon and 10% nep in the colourway Peacock. There's her label. Sorry, you can't see it. There you go. Yeah. So I was thinking I would make some nice cabled mitts, fingerless mitts with this. I could even hold it double and have DK ones. I have not decided quite yet, but that is what I had in mind when I purchased it. It's nice, isn't it? So that's number one. Number two is some mini skeins from Snuggly Stars Yarns. So these were just pick and mix ones, and I want to make some sprocket socks by Pip and Pin. I do have some yarn for it, but it's DK and the pattern calls for fingering weight, so I thought I'll get some nice contrasty ones that have high contrast between each other and knit it in the way it's supposed to be, and then I might be able to adapt it to the DK once I've done it in the proper way. So I don't know what the colours are, it wasn't a set, I just picked them out. So there's this corally colour, green, this with the speckles there, this red, and this dark navy tealy blue. So there we go, that's those. So that's Snuggly Stars Yarns, and my other purchase was from Woolly Mama Yarns. You see that? This is in the colourway Mardi Gras, so I got 2 skeins of that. I might make a 2 skein shawl, like a dotted rays or an Adalasta crochet shawl, or any pattern suggestions, hit me up. This is called Mardi Gras 4-ply fingering, 425 metres to 100 grams. It's merino and nylon, 75/25. She has some gorgeous colours, but I got 2 so that I could do something with it. So there you go, they're my 3 main purchases. Like I said, I did get a little pin badge of a cat with a ball of wool, I don't know where that is, and some little stitch markers that looked like gummy bears. Not the TV show, you know, the little Haribo bears. Not the gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Oh, I think that's everything. 40 minutes, goodness. So yeah, that's everything. So that's all the knits, all the yarn, all at once. Right, so thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. My face looks a bit shiny today, I don't know why. Yes, thanks for watching. Please comment down below. Are you coming to East Anglia Yarn Festival? Why can I not say it? East Anglia Yarn Festival. There's too many L's and E's, I think. So yeah, I'll be there. Fingers crossed that my car gets fixed okay. So that's on Saturday. Hopefully I'll get my Poof finished. I might possibly get that Hitchhiker finished because that's going well. If you've got any 2 skein shawl patterns, let me know. Yes, tell me what you're working on, tell me what you're up to. Have you been to any yarn shows? Have you had a splurge? I had a bit of a splurge. But I'm hoping not to spend, I mean, what am I talking about? I'm taking money with me to the East Anglia one, but I'm not going to be there a long time because I won't get there well. 2, because it's about a 3-hour drive for me. And I'm hoping to mainly vlog it and sit and knit and chat to people, so fingers crossed. Okay, so watch out for that. I might do, if I've got enough footage, I might do a separate vlog just on the yarn show. But if I need to take a bit, I'll just shove it in at the end of the next podcast. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you've liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see some more. I do upload a video every 2 weeks with what I've been working on. So if you want to see what happens to these projects, then do tune in next time. So yeah, have a lovely, lovely 2 weeks, and I will see you again soon. Happy crafting, happy knitting, and take care of yourself. Bye.